By the end of the year, Russia plans to form 2 armies and 30 formations, including 14 divisions and 16 brigades. In December 2023, Putin signed a decree to increase the size of the Federation's armed forces to 2,200,000 people.
At the beginning of the full-scale invasion of Ukraine, the total strength of the armed forces of the Russian Federation was 1,900,000 people, including 1,010,000 military personnel. Thus, with 2 decrees, Putin increased it by more than 300,000 people, roughly the same number of dead and wounded Russian troops lost in Ukraine, according to Western sources. From the Moscow Times.
Such massive losses in Russia's war against Ukraine may encourage the Kremlin to be more active in mobilization. Experts estimate that if Moscow decides to act openly, it could mobilize up to 500,000 people.
To make up for the losses, they can carry out a limited mobilization, draft 20–30,000 per month for immediate dispatch to the front. But they may decide to do more than that. They said 300,000 in 2 months, but I don't believe it. They will not have time to recruit, train and arm in such a period of time. Alexander Musienko, head of the Center for Military and Legal Studies, in a comment to the RBC Ukraine.
After the pseudo-elections, the Kremlin may change legislation to allow larger-scale mobilization. For example, the State Duma has already backed bills allowing convicts that committed rape to sign contracts with the Russian Defense Ministry, the Moscow Times reported. Thus, another category of Russian convicts will be sent to the war against Ukraine. This is a proof that current recruitment methods do not meet the Russian generals' needs for cannon fodder, experts say.
Perhaps they will try to recruit 100, 150 or 200,000 people, but it's very difficult. People don't want to participate. They offer crazy money, but each time it's becoming more and more difficult. Perhaps these people will be needed for rotation, because there is no such thing as rotation in the Russian army. And of course, the problem is in financing the military-industrial complex. This means even more money and more ammunition are now needed.
Recruitment of foreigners continues to be another way of replenishing Russian army. India's Central Bureau of Investigation has uncovered the activities of a network of recruiters with dozens of victims. The exact number of foreign nationals in the Russian army remains unknown. Many were tricked or forced into signing contracts with the Russian Ministry of Defense. Victims of deception are often young men who responded to advertisements for immigration or profitable temporary work in Russia. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Andriy Dmitrenko, UATV News.